Now you guys want to know what I've been up to for the last 2.5 years? Well, trust me, it's been a lot of transitions going on. From being a new husband to now a new father, a full-time nurse working 48 plus hours a week, and now managing being a rookie real estate investor and trying to figure out all the ups and down hurdles that comes along with that. Trust me, I've been fighting for my life. What's going on, family? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Tyron Tyson, best known on the streets as the Urban Nurse, and you are now tapped into the #1 channel for healthcare hustles and entrepreneurs. And before getting into the details, I really think it's always important to start everything. When you're doing something new, it's always important to start with your why. Your why is your grounding foundation, the reason that you get up every morning, the motivation that you find from within. That's your why. And when it comes to investing in real estate, my why is, you guys know. If you've been following me for the last 5 years that I've been a nurse, you know nursing ain't for me. I'm just not in that place. It's not something that I'm looking to grow in. And real estate provides me with an opportunity to, one, invest my money into something that's tangible, but it also provides me with the opportunity to invest in an income generating asset. So with the added benefits that real estate does provide, it's the driving force, especially from a monetary perspective, in my exit plan to get out of nursing. The reason I chose real estate specifically, because every other millionaire that I know invests some portion of their portfolio or some portion of their money into real estate, because it's just one of those things. Real estate is everything. Everybody needs a place to live. Everybody needs a place to lay their head. And the world is not creating any more land. There's no more land being created. So having a piece of ownership of some type of real estate is so important to me, and I feel like it should be important to all healthcare professionals out there. But straightforward and to the point, my purpose is to get out of nursing. So along my journey, there has been a lot of soul searching, and there has been a lot of deep digging into myself. And I've realized I have a control issue. I'm a very controlling type of person. I like to control everything that's going on around me, at least as much as I can. And I feel that real estate will help me regain control back of my life that pretty much my full-time job as a nurse kind of takes away from me. I want control of my income. I don't want nobody telling me how much I can make, how much overtime I can work, or how much I'm going to be paid for my time. Nobody should tell you how much your time is worth. I want more control back over my schedule. I don't want to have to ask people for permission to take a break. I don't want to have to call people and tell them, hey, I'm not coming into work today, or I'm not feeling too good. I want control over my environment. I figured out that in nursing, it's not nursing that I dislike. It's the people that I work around. Majority of the time, it's the people that I work around, or it might be that one occasion where it's the patient that I'm working with. And I want to be able to control who I engage with on a day-to-day basis. I really think that helps with my mental health, because in general, outside of the work environment, you control the friends that you want to talk to, you control the places that you want to go, and even when you're in these places, you control the people that you interact with and engage with. In nursing, you really have no choice. It's whoever they hire that you got to sit beside and now interact with and engage with, and you don't know what their upbringing is, what their background is, and it's just those factors that kind of play into the day-to-day interactions that people have that I just don't want to be a part of. So the plan that I've created is to invest in as many income generating assets as I can in order to replace my nursing income. I want to build a 20-door rental portfolio that will generate me at least $10,000 a month, so that I can then step back from being a nurse and focus 100% into my real estate business as well as my financial planning business. And without further ado, let me give you guys a virtual tour into my properties. So yes, as you can see, not only did your boy buy one real estate property, my dumb ass bought two of them at the same damn time. You wonder why I've been stressing out so much? This is why. When I tell you that these two properties have really taken me to hell and the last 2 years of my life have been a thunderous, treacherous storm, because anytime you start something new, anytime you start a new endeavor, it's always hard and there's always a lot of resistance at the beginning until you can build up momentum. And that's what really happened when I started investing in real estate. I was so excited to get in. I didn't know when my next opportunity would be. So I said, let's get both up. And I've been learning from my mistakes since. Now I know you guys are gonna ask how. How did I invest in my first 2 real estate properties as a full-time nurse? Well, let me tell you. Y'all remember that pandemic that was going on, I think like 2-3 years ago? Yeah, when the whole world was shut down and they was paying nurses astronomical amounts. Yeah. I think you remember that time when everybody was living the life of the rich and famous, buying luxury cars, buying designer clothes, taking luxurious vacations. Yeah, it was around that time. I worked as much overtime as I could, and I saved up as much money as I could for my COVID crisis contracts, and I invested all of it that I could into real estate. Now, I know everybody's not real estate savvy, and you might think, damn, how much did you save up in order to buy 2 real estate properties at one time? Listen, here's where you got to get creative. So what I did was I used a strategy called the BRRRR method. It's buy, rehab, refinance, rent, repeat. Or it might be buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat. Same thing, start with an R, BRRRR. That's the method in which I use. So I found a hard money lender who would cover 80% of the purchase price, meaning I only had to put down 20% for each property. And then what they did was they also covered 100% of the rehab budget. Now, all the money that it was going to take to fix this up, they were going to finance that. So with that 80 and that 100% financing, they bundled it all together, made it one loan, and then gave it to me on an interest-only term where I was paying the interest essentially on the mortgage. Now, the one downside of hard money is, right now interest rates are through the roof. I think it's about 7% or something like that. Well, I was paying 13% to this hard money lender. Listen, you got to pay to play. And with them giving me 80% of the purchase price and 100% of the rehab value, I felt that it was justifiable because they're not going to just give me money for free. You got to pay them in order to be able to use their capital, in order to be able to refinance the property, get it into a long-term loan, and then be able to give them all their money back. Plus, of course, the interest that I was paying every month. Listen, I know it sounds easy, probably sounds very simple the way that I'm putting it all together, but let me tell you, it's not as simple as you think. These last 2.5 years have probably been the hardest years of my life, but it really crippled me financially. I can't spend money the way I want to because I now have, not only do I have 1 mortgage for my primary residence, now I have 2 additional mortgages, so 3 mortgages altogether that I'm responsible to pay, and everything falls on me. And with that responsibility, I had to work as much as I could in order to keep the money flowing. And as you guys know, COVID took a turn, rates started to take a downturn, and now I make way less than I was at the time that I purchased it. So, through all the trials and tribulations that I went through, and the ups and downs, the learning experiences, it's really been a rough journey. I'll get more in depth in it and give you guys more detail over this last 2-year process, but it's been a lot of learning, it's been a lot of growth, and it's been a lot of maturation, because I may have thought I was ready to get into real estate, but I mentally didn't have the mental fortitude in order to be able to be prepared for the things that I would soon encounter on my real estate journey. But I'm from Baltimore, born and raised in the concrete jungle, and it's really not nothing that's going to take me out. And that's what brings me back around to my why. My why is so important for investing that I couldn't give up on myself, and I couldn't quit, because I knew that if I quit, the only thing I had to rely on and the only thing that I would be able to fall back on is nursing. And I'm blessed and appreciative to have that plan B, but that's not the plan B that I want to fall back on. And I can't look at myself in the mirror and say that I quit something that was going to put me in a better position in the future. I recently did episode 313 with the Bigger Pockets Real Estate Rookies, in which I go into way more detail just about my experience, my ups and downs, the numbers of my real estate journey, and just share you guys honest truths in order to help prepare, that next person who was in my position get to where I'm at now. The link is in the description below, so make sure you guys go check that video out. So if you're a healthcare professional and you're either interested in real estate or already invest in real estate, please check out the link in my description to my email list, because those that sign up will have direct access to me and allow us to communicate outside of the social media platform DMs and comments. Also, those that sign up will be the first to know about my private healthcare real estate community that I will be starting very soon in the future. You know, this community is a place that aspiring and established real estate investors in healthcare can come, literally share the day in and day out journey that they're going through with their real estate investing journey, or as they are building up to get into real estate. And it's just a community for all of us to collaborate, work together, support each other, hold each other accountable, and really be that community that I feel like every healthcare professional, especially those who invest in real estate, need in order to keep them going on their journey, in order to let them know that you are not the only one, and to have that support system to fall back on. So like I always say, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, and keep tapping in.